Yo, what's going on? It's your man Rick the Dawn, and in this one, we will be talking about Anthony Edwards. I've been hearing online that he has paid the child support up front for his daughter Aubri. He pays this money, what it's about $1 million, a little bit over $1 million, to his baby mother, Ayesha Howard. And it seems to me that most of the internet is calling this a flex. So, I wasn't going to comment on this, but here I go. I am so upset with Anthony Edwards. So upset. So much so that I could never be a fan of him moving forward. And it's really unfortunate because he is the next great hope as it relates to becoming the next Michael Jordan. He looks like him. He plays similar to him. And you know how big of a Jordan fan I am. But nothing can capsize my ethics, my morals. And when it comes to having a child, it's not about the baby's mother. It's not about the ex-wife. It's not about the ex-boyfriend, the baby father. It's about the child. And money is not enough to take care of a human being all by itself. No. And with a mother like Ayesha Howard, it's my opinion that she's going to probably use a lot of that money for cosmetic things like hair and all this other stuff. Now, if you told me she was going to put the money into a trust, or she was going to ensure that every penny of that money went to the care of that child, I would be singing a different tune. But I think I know how this goes. I've seen her online. She's a very beautiful woman. So naturally, you have to think that that money's going to go to a lot of frivolous and pointless things. It's just an opinion. It's not a fact. But it is being reported that he paid the money up front, and I'm not sure if it is or has been confirmed. It seems more alleged at this point. But if it is true, if Anthony Edwards has paid his baby mother $1 million to get out of his life and to also take the child elsewhere, I could never, ever realistically support him. All right? Why? Because he is contributing to another black child being raised without both parents. I don't care if both of the parents don't live in the same house. I mean, that doesn't always happen. But what needs to happen is that child needs to have access to both parents, because both parents are critical when it comes to the configuration of a person. I really thank my father for being there despite not being in a household. So, she's going to grow up. She's going to see this famous guy on TV doing all these spectacular dunks. People are going to harass her entire life. Both the media and her classmates are going to harass her entire life. Hey, that's your father. That's your father. That's your father. And she won't even be able to pick up the phone and call her dad. You know how lame that is? You know how lame Anthony Edwards is to me? She is going to be a beautiful young lady because she has beautiful parents. And she's going to be a beautiful young lady, which means there's going to be tons of guys trying to get with her, especially knowing that she's connected to Anthony Edwards. And there will be no man there to protect his daughter. And there will be no man there to say, hey, watch out for this kind of guy. Yeah, that kind of guy. No, that guy means trouble. That is the lamest thing ever. And no amount of basketball skill or talent or money can unlame a lame. Look, bro, if you don't want to have children, wear protection or do something different. But once that child is here, bro, you got to give everything you have. You got to do whatever it takes to protect these children. And I'm so tired of black people giving these weak parents passes. It's not just men either. I know a real deadbeat mom, for real. So it's not just men. And it's just like, yo, stop giving these weak parents passes, dog. If a person has a child and that child cannot pick up a phone, I'm gonna tell you how to decipher and how to see a bad parent. It's not that difficult. If that child cannot pick up the phone and dial your number on command and you answer, weakling. Not just, oh, really, my daughter got my number. But when she call you, do you answer the phone? Because that's the big question. When your son call you, do you answer the phone? And do you talk to your son or your daughter for more than 30 seconds? Because if you don't do those things, you are a weak parent, and I hate you. I hate weak parents, man. Because these kids did not ask to be here. These kids did not hop in a bed and burn 60 seconds and bring a whole human being into this world. So it's kind of lame to me, very lame, in fact, that you got a man that's not going to stand up and take care of his kids. This video is less about Anthony Edwards and more about weak parenting in the black community, because I already know what it is. Black people or black Americans are already at a disadvantage. You mean to tell me you're going to add to that disadvantage because you're a weak man or a weak woman? I hate. You know what? You know, I'm gonna be real with you. It ain't a lot of things I hate on planet Earth, but one of them is a weak parent or absentee parent. I cannot tell you how much I hate a parent or lack thereof a parent, a person who's had a child and doesn't stand up and take care of his or her responsibility. Aubri she has to now grow up with one parent, and I just hope for her sake, Ayesha Howard, Anthony Edwards' baby's mother, I hope for Aubrey's sake that her mother is one of those smart women. She's focused. Like, I hope that she's not one of those airheaded chicks that just sleeps with basketball players to have kids with them. I hope not. Because I'm just tired of this, man. It's ridiculous. Now, there's some kind of report out there. I'm not sure if it's factual. When it comes to Black Facebook, you don't know what the hell is going on. You don't know who's telling the truth, who's lying. But there's some story floating around that Ayesha Howard, kind of clapped back and said that she was opening up a trucking company or something to that effect. And I like that. That's dope. I just, because it's like, yeah, you are beautiful. And I really want to say this to all IG personnel when it comes to the Black community. Yes, you are beautiful, but what else do you contribute to the world? What else do you do? Beauty is vain. What else? You got anything else? That's it. Get out of here. Get lost. You have no talent. Get out of here. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, you're degrading yourself and selling yourself cheap. You degraded your whole personality and body and character for a click. Like you're lame too. I'm sorry, you're lame too. So at the end of the day, man, I'm just over this, man. I'm just over this culture, this gross, disgusting culture where women are selling themselves completely cheap, and then you got Black men not stepping up to the plate, which means they are cheap. Lame. So no, a $1 million check does not suffice. It does not. You know how much is a father worth? I'm gonna tell you right now, it's not $1 million. A father is invaluable. If you had to put a price tag on it, I mean, it's invaluable. A good father, especially. So, and it's so unfair to Aubri because you got to think of it from this perspective. What about Anthony Edwards? Would he even be in this position if he didn't have both parents? I'm not sure if he have his father, but he has his mother. What if his mother said, you know what, get rid of the kid. I don't want nothing to do with the kid. And he grew up in foster care. He wouldn't be who he is today. I mean, forget the fact that Anthony Edwards might have had one of his parents. What if he didn't have any of his parents? Okay, because that's pretty much what he's doing to Aubri. Pretty much. And there's another story circulating that Ayesha Howard kind of clapped back at the ladies who were calling her a gold digger, so forth and so forth. And then Ayesha said, well, I didn't say anything about your baby's father. Are you chasing poverty or something? Like, that's not a clapback. It's not a clapback, man. It's no winner when a child is getting hurt, bro. There's no video, no post you can make when a little girl has to be raised without her father. And this is not just about Aubri. This is about all Black American children. I mean, I'm tired of seeing it, man. I'm tired of seeing it. If your kid can't pick up the phone, and I'm talking about to any mother or father, Black American mother or father on planet Earth, and, this is not to exclude all of other races, but as everybody can see, in the Black community, we have a really bad problem when it comes to parenting. So can we have a little meeting here? Y'all good? All right, cool. I'll invite y'all back in later. But to every Black American watching this video that has a child, if your child cannot pick up a phone, dial your number, and you answer and speak on the phone at least 1 minute, I hate you. You are a weak parent. Now, maybe you're saying, yo, Rick, shut up. You don't even know you don't know what's going on. I can't call my daughter because her mother. All right, well, cool. I'm going to exclude you. You step over to the right because that's a whole nother problem. We got some terrible women out here that's using their daughters or their sons as bargaining chips and leverage, or like for leverage purposes against the parents. I hate them too. Like, if you are a father who wants to be a father, but you can't be a father because the baby's mother is doing using these tactics to try to keep you out of your own kid's life, then F her, bro. I'm not talking about you in this situation because you genuinely want to be with your kids, but the baby mother or the ex-wife is stopping you from, talking to your kids. Man, I'm not talking about that person in particular. But even so, if my wife said, I'm keeping my kids away from you, blah, 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 I'll give it 8 months before I have her inside of a courtroom. I give it 8 months before I have her inside of a courtroom. because she doesn't own the kids. The kids are ours. All right. And we got to stop this thing where women just have all the rights to the children. What the hell that happened there? And that only has become the standard or the culture in Black America because Black men ain't fighting for their kids hard enough. I'm telling you right now, I'm kicking down doors for mine. Period. Point blank. So, any father that's voluntarily absent or any mother that's shielding her kids from the father because she still got underlying feelings for the father or she hate the father, so she protecting the kids from the father. I mean, I hate all this crap, man. At the end of the day, everybody need to grow up. Everybody need to grow up. If you put kids on this earth, you owe it to them. They don't owe you nothing. You owe it to them to make sure that you protect them, you provide for them. And I stand on that strongly, So no, I will never, ever again. And he don't care, and I don't care. So that just means two people don't care. But I will never support the legacy of Anthony Edwards. As far as I'm concerned, he can go off and go play overseas. I don't care what happens to him. Why? Because he's not taking care of his kid. It ain't got nothing to do with sports. I don't want to support. Hey, put it like this. It's not just Anthony Edwards. I don't want to support any man on planet Earth that doesn't take care of his kids. I don't want to support any woman on planet Earth that doesn't support or protect or take care of her kids. I don't want to talk to them. I don't want to see them. I want them to just go to Mars somewhere is what I'm saying. Because it's so weak of a parent to make children and not do what it takes to make sure that they're successful in life. And far too often, Black Americans, whether it be mothers or fathers, are getting away with that. And no, money is not enough. A father is worth more than money. A father or a mother are invaluable. Okay? So, yeah, I'm over it, man. I can't deal with it. It's ridiculous.